What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the Kush deal. And intro. That's very important.
Smoke weed every day.
So what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Kush deal. If you're not familiar with the Kush deal, look at me all crazy, glitching out and shit. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Pardon me. Un segundo. All put the audio. Now I'm back. Trying to figure out why this one fucking light just keeps fucking changing direction. I ain't even move it. Don't ever touch it. It's possessed. But welcome to the Kush Den. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den is a 420 friendly conversation and community. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't partake in the smoke, you're always welcome to partake in the conversation because ultimately that's what it's all about. And if you don't smoke, man, pour yourself up a nice adult beverage. We get a little wild in here sometimes. If you are tender, not a tender user, you know, team of tender users are welcome. But if you're soft and all that other shit, this may not be the place for, you know, conversation. But hey, if you enjoy a good conversation, like to hear different points of views, you know, we're all friends in the den. You're always welcome. But again, if you don't drink, if you don't smoke, pour yourself up a nice adult beverage. You don't drink, pour yourself up a nice warm glass of milk, and you know, get active in the chat. We might crack the sauce line open tonight, and hopefully we can have some good thoughts, some good opinions on this, and we will definitely dive into the discussion. And for those of you who know, been keeping up with it, I have no idea what day it is. It doesn't even really matter. Just had been smoking. You know, we've been in a sober den for a while. And so we're going to fire up a Black and Mild, and we're going to do it den style. Friends, welcome my friends. I can't help it. I was laughing my fucking ass off at that shit. He said at the end of the sauce 335. That shit was fucking hilarious with the Red Dead Redemption. I don't want to be rock star bad, so I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna be honest. The thing that's holding that up is I got this idea for some new merch, and I don't want to let that digital real estate go to waste. Basically, you know, the Know Your Texans actually, you know, it's a lot of work that goes into it. So I want to make sure at least I do some proper branding with that, because again, you know, why make these videos get a lot of attention and then, you know, don't market myself as well. So I have, I definitely have, some things that I want to do. But I have the shirt. It's almost, the design is done. It's just something I don't know why I did not think of it from a long time ago. And I mean, it's the perfect fucking thing for soft sports. But anyway, that's not what it's about. We're going to talk about Blake Griffin. We're going to talk about child support. We're going to talk about Charlie Sheen. We're going to talk about child support. We're going to talk about the truth about child support and how it helps some parents, it hinders other parents. You know, sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's bullshit. And so, I mean, we're just going to keep it real. That's what we're doing today. And we're going to have good conversation. And again, you're always part of that conversation, so I appreciate y'all. Let's see what we got in here this evening. And let me get the little body bot active. I know y'all like to participate in that. Let's see what we got. I gave you power. Yeah, you don't want to end up like Blake Griffin. Yes, Kenneth. Blake Griffin did inspire this. You dick and dash, you pay with cash. I'm going to come here to say we should be able to drive kids all over sky free, women too. But I would never say anything like that. But we will. It will be something similar, probably. Dr. Rabbit, what's going on? Heidi, what's going on? Broderick Brooks, always good to see you, man. Brian Roscoe, what's the motherfucking deal? Ed Man, what's the motherfucking deal? I don't feel bad for Blake Griffin, though, because I don't give a shit about Blake Griffin. He's a fake tough guy. I'm still mad about the Rockets and the L.A. incident and all that bullshit, and his ass, you know, got shipped off. So good for him. But, I mean, it's partially a Blake Griffin inspired conversation, but then, you know, there was a Charlie Sheen situation, and he was talking about he couldn't afford to pay child support, even though I'm sure he's getting plenty of money off the residuals from 2.5 Men. I'm sure syndication is still going on with that. It'll be some PUBG after the stream. I gotta run to the grocery store, get some stuff for the morning, because I like to make my breakfast, so I'm gonna do that after the stream, but it won't take that long. And then so probably it'll be maybe 11:30ish or so, be on the PUBG. And so yeah, we'll definitely do that. Kush, shout out to Kush. Even though he hasn't been killing me as of late, he has been abandoning me more so. But hey, it's better than getting shot by your own teammate. Shout out to Kush. It's progress. But again, like I say, several things that we need to consider when we're talking about child support. You lost all your Fortnite skins. That's awful. Fuck Fortnite. So how did you lose all your Fortnite skins? I'm curious about that. The market ready for the regular season. You know what I'm saying? So you spent 250. Man, that's my thing though. That's my thing. Elijah, good to see you. Here is the deal. Here's the deal. When it comes to child support, in some cases, when they are deadbeat dads, I feel like it is very necessary. If the motherfucker is not doing his duty and he skeeted in the cootie, I feel as though, you should have to have some type of compensation. But I also believe there should be a limit as to how much. I don't care how much money the man makes. I don't care. I think that there needs to be a limit as to how much. Let me see what's going on here. Make sure everything is. How much child support should be paid? I think that $250,000 a month. That's more than some people. Majority, like anything over the median, middle class wage. What middle class? Not middle class, but what is it like? I think middle class, $56,000 a year for the average or something. Heidi got the numbers. There's no reason a child should receive more than $56,000 a year, and that's even outrageous. Especially, I think there should be a graduating scale. You know what I mean? As to where it is, as to what it should be. I know a lot of times it's a percentage of what you make, but I don't think that applies, because instead of max 40% of your first 70, which is 4 kids and up, that's awful. Because my thing is, if there's multiple children involved, then yes, the numbers need to go up and things of that sort. But no way on earth, honestly, in all honesty, do kids need more than a couple of $1,000s a month. Because it gets to a point where it's no longer child support. And I feel like there should be stipulations with child support. If a woman is requesting a certain amount of money and it wants to go up because a man makes more money or whatever it may be, I think that it should be mandatory that you show receipts. And rent should not be included in that. If you can't afford to house the children yourself, then you maybe need to come off the kids and, give them to the father. Maybe, a portion of the rent. So maybe you could put a portion of the rent. But again, a lot of that becomes like, what is a baby going to do with $50,000? There's nothing. That money needs to either be put into a trust fund, something like. A mother should not have direct access to it. If she cannot show where all of these funds are being placed, then there's no reason for it. I have no problem with him paying the money for the child. But my big issue is that a lot of this money isn't going towards. He's making $3 million a year for having a kid. That's an insult. That's insulting for doing nothing but having. She doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to do shit. And most likely, I don't know who she is, but I'm assuming she's some type of thotty IG whore. They're all IG hoes. That's like the first thought that comes to my mind nowadays with most women. IG bitch, fucking thotty, and I hate that. It's unfortunate. It really is. But I guess I need to stay off the gram. That's why I really don't comment on a lot of shit. That's why I don't really be like venturing too deep off in the gram, because then I start thinking certain ways about people. And a lot of motherfuckers do that. All right, Paul, appreciate you following through. Alimony is a thing because they become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Okay, well, accustom your ass to making some money to live that lifestyle. I think there should be limits on all this stuff, because what you have with alimony is that you have a lot of women who will be with another man and just won't get married just so they can keep that income coming in. Be fucking with all these other dudes. You paying for this dude and your chick and all this other shit. There should be a time limit. There should be a range of as far as this shit goes. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So all this other stuff you have going on that these women, they benefit from, and just because it's not in legal writing that, you know, she is, you know, married to another guy or whatever it is, so they continue to benefit. This is where my problem comes in with all these government entities and things like that. Also, my issue with child support is I know a lot of good fathers who spend good money, paid for their children. Like I say, my best friend before he passed, he spent money on it, loved his kids, did anything he could to have his children. When he wasn't working, when he wasn't, you know, out of town doing whatever he has to do to get his working. Is it not? Is the is 8-ball not working? I saw Steele was tripping earlier too. It didn't. The Steele wasn't acting right. Did it answer? Let me see what's going on here. But my thing is, it's just like a lot of this stuff is ridiculous, man. She's gonna have a 55-minute. Exactly. That should be all that kid's money. It should be money. I mean, all his money, but he's going to have probably $3 million when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, he's going to have $3 million. And I'm sure it's going to shrink over time because Blake Griffin's not going to play for another 18 years, so it'll be reduced at some point in time. But she's going to blow that money. She's going to swear she's an independent woman. And no, I don't agree on communism. Stop that. Stop with the communist bullshit. But like I say, you know, the government has no place in relationships and things like that. But again, like I say, I know a lot of good fathers. Let me try to fix this thing as to why the shit ain't cooperating quite right. My thing is this: there should be a limit on. There should be a cap. I mean, a hard cap that you get no more than this amount per month per child. I mean, again, $10,000 is too much. Nobody needs $10,000 per kid for anything. Okay, $120,000 a kid is outrageous for a year. That's like I say again. Once you get past the average wage that Americans make, you're talking crazy. But like I say, I knew my best friend. You see it all the time. Took care of his kids, got his kids anytime he could, did his damnedest to make sure that they were good. Old baby mama got mad because he was with and I hate the term baby mama, old mother of his child. Fuck her, she ain't shit but a BM. Fuck that bitch. Was upset because he was with a new one, and he actually ended up staying with the one he had, you know, his second child with. And instead of, you know, doing the reasonable thing, not like he didn't spend money, she waited till he came off a good job, you know, like I say, do contract work, you know, and then put him on child support. He wasn't making that same type of money all the time. But when you take contract, you're going to make different levels of money, you know. So sometimes he was off, sometimes he was on, you know. Again, a lot of those jobs are temporary. And took advantage of that and tried to put him on child support, or did put him on child support. Not because he didn't take care of his child, just because she was personally hurt. She brought her personal vengeance in there and had nothing to do with the kid whatsoever. So, again, like I say, a lot of this isn't about the child at all. A lot of these women go in it for a check, and that's unfortunate. Now, we can talk about situations where, you know, we can talk about married people and real relationships and divorces and things of that nature. I feel like that's different. I think alimony is a completely different thing. But you shouldn't have to take care, again, like I say, because it hardly works. Like, people got upset. I was rooting for old buddy who it was. I think that had got that money from Mary J. Blige, because he was I guess he was with her, so he talked about the fuck is this? Oh, because he was with her or whatever, and then so he had her paying alimony. I'm all with it, like, because women get away with this shit all the fucking time. Who was it? Paul McCartney paid an outrageous amount of money. So anytime a man can get the win, hey, all for him. You know, people may talk about his character or whatever. Hey, but if they getting free licks, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? He was accustomed to the lifestyle. So I have no problem. Like I say, in this day and age, you got to do what you got to do. He helped her write the songs, for all I know. You know, that's what a lot of women, don't have nothing to do with the career, but they were there, so they should get rewarded, even if there's no children at all. You know, that's how they feel. So I'm not mad when it works for a man the other way. But again, hold on real quick. It's outrageous. There's no way a baby, but 2 years old, y'all said, I don't even know how old the kid is. Don't give a fuck. Because no 18-year-old needs a fucking $250,000 a month. Like, none. No reason whatsoever for this to be taking place. Not too much. Just I'm just getting my rant started here, Wise. Glad you could join us. But like I say, no reason whatsoever anybody needs. Like you did, Daddy said, a woman seeks a chick. What the fuck? Was he in a relationship with her? What I mean, like, you make excuses for the women all the time, Heidi. Like, they don't be throwing pussy to get these motherfuckers. These bitches go out of their way to be more sexually attractive, to entice a man for this opportunity. You act like this doesn't happen. You neglect this perspective. I don't ever say that it doesn't happen on the other end, but you act like women never do these things, and it's rampant all over the place. I mean, come on now. Let's be serious. If strippers exist and all these other things exist, there are women who, I mean, like, there's just websites dedicated for women who teach other women how to go find where successful men who don't open the pussy up. She's the one that has the fucking baby. She's the one that has to carry the burden, but somehow it's all his fault. Like, he can't get in unless she opens up. So it's just like, you act like if a motherfucker pulls a dick out, that the pussy's just gonna open up everywhere, when it's vice versa. It's the complete opposite. I can walk down the street with my dick out, I'm going to jail. Okay. So again, and that is part of it though. But what I'm saying is, no dirty dick sex, you know. No, that's not the way to go. I'm not sure that is. But my thing is, well, we know why. Yeah, the poop hole loophole always works. But again, not everybody's aware. Not everybody comes to the den, and they're not all aware of the benefits of the poop hole loophole. But I'm gonna be honest, all that extra shit that you're gonna need to get that working, I'd rather not do that. But again, like I say, but there are women who literally, there's websites dedicated to, I forgot what it's called, because I seen this, I was like, wow, this is disgusting. Their whole thing is like they target these big events, they target the parties and shit that these athletes, that these celebrities are going to be at. They find out where these motherfuckers work out, where they do business, where they're like, and to create situations, they try to tell, they share stories. I mean, they do anything to get this clout. They make careers out of this, flying to all-star games, going to all this other stuff to get paid. And they may not be day-to-day prostitutes, but it's essentially what it is. Yeah, the poop hole loophole, it's what it is. But what if she's not into the poop hole loophole? What if she's but I mean, there is no win, because you can say that, but what happened to Keith Humphreys? He didn't even have sex with the chick. Didn't even have sex with her. He still got his career ruined. He's not paying child support, but he got his career ruined because he didn't show up to what's the fucking word? An appeal when he was found not guilty, because they didn't use the proper methods to contact him using a fucking old college email. He didn't show up for an appeal. Now he's out of the NFL. Now people think he's a fucking rapist when he didn't even have sex. Like, he didn't even get no pussy out the deal. Then lost the check. Not saying he was going to last on any NFL roster, but I'm sure outside of the Texans, somebody else would have gave him a look. It'd have been a couple of extra $100,000, whatever else. He can't even go back to college because of this stain on his record. So what is the solution for that? What is the solution for a guy like Keith Humphreys? Because we're basically getting down to the fact there's a lot of scandalous women. Now, I'm not talking about, yes, the men are at fault. No pussy gets that good that you just going to skeet all off in it unless you just so choosing to. Okay, unless you just got a really, really weak game as far as there's nothing wrong with Ray Rice. You know your limitations. So again, I'm not necessarily making excuses, but let's not act like these women don't go and design themselves to basically be eye candy and sex objects. And then when a man who, these are the type of things that you see and seek when the opportunity presents itself, you're going to fuck it. Like, I mean, it's going to happen. So my thing is, it's crazy. Yeah, Faraday cat, that's bad. No, don't do that. That's not nice. Like, these women out here, you might slip up, take a leak, they could get you. You know, it's never safe. Absolutely, Keith Mumphrey is innocent. He's absolutely fucking innocent. Like, come on, man. It's not no fucking way. The fucking school found that there was no. Keith Mumphrey did not have sex with the chick. He even went on Fox News and talked about it. The chick, he met her on Tinder. Like I said, it happened when it first fucking happened, before all the details came out, and I knew that's what it was. And I said the whole thing. I said the whole thing before the real story ever came out, because this is what I'm saying. It happens more often. There's no way I could just guess magically that happened. How could the school be wrong? Where's the evidence? There's no DNA evidence. The police were involved. There was no evidence whatsoever. The only way it got proven is because he was no longer in school. Ed, man, you sounded like Ken. Man, I might have to take the title from Kenneth, man, and give it to Ed, man, because you sounding like you tying up your cape right now. You know what I'm saying? So you can come out dun da da da. I'm getting worried, Ed, man. I really am. I'm getting very concerned with what you're saying. I mean, that's the whole purpose of Tinder. But shit, that's not a mistake. She gets a pussy. Like, I mean, fuck it. My thing is this: she realized that. I don't know who's calling me. This is not a Kush line call. Who's calling me at this hour? I don't know your number. But my thing is, I mean, shit. So people say, like, here's my thing. So I'm going to go down, and we need to shut down all the kink clubs in Berlin. And people just need to stop having sex then, period. Right, Heidi? I mean, we just need to cut it all out. You know what I mean? But my thing is this, man. Yeah, man, you sound like you. But here's my thing, though. The dude, trust me, you wouldn't go as far as to go on Fox News, a guy like that, and again, he may be a Fox guy, to prove your point. You would try to stay as low key as possible. You never heard what's his name really come out and say a whole lot about his situation. When a dude knows that he's completely innocent, he gonna tell the whole motherfucking world. He gonna run with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I say, he got cost a check. And how many times have we found out these bitches like, I don't believe Jameis Winston did the shit. The bitch called herself a cleat chaser. What does that fucking mean to you? What does that mean to you? A cleat chaser. You're not an athlete, but you're a cleat chaser. You ain't chasing soccer cleats. You're not looking for nice cleats at the store to wear. That means you chase fucking athletes. Man, fuck that hoe bitch. And again, this chick here, he didn't even have sex with her because she wanted to have unprotected sex. Who does that? She caught him slipping in the sense of, hey, that's the dude who goes here, and they said he's gonna get drafted. Motherfuckers know this. I'm telling you. I remember we played Louisiana Lafayette, and that's where I had first committed. I was going to go to Louisiana Lafayette because they were like the first school to holler at me. Well, some other schools did, but I didn't. It didn't click. And then my coach, you know, he spread some nasty rumors about me, but whatever. So anyway, that was the first one who coached, you know, stayed committed and all that. And I ended up going to U of H, and I remember we went and played there in like a fucking hurricane game. Them motherfuckers were like, hey, bet you wish you wouldn't have decommitted now. And they talked all kind of shit. Like, I was a relative unknown. I wasn't no big name, nothing. I wasn't I wasn't even starting on anything. Like, the fact that people know this information, and that was before the internet was what the internet was. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if they know, these hoes know. Because again, that's their job. That's what they make themselves out to do. They want to go out there and fucking hunt, and they're dick hunting because they're looking for a lick. Again, I tell you about these women. They put this fucking pussy value. They think that, oh, my pussy's good enough for me to get knocked up and have a baby and not ever have to do shit for the rest of my life. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Let me give you that. Hold on real quick. But like I say, it's very, very unfortunate, man. Like I say, it's a lot of motherfuckers who do these shenanigans, who do these off the wall things that this nigga. Look, I'm gonna open up the Kush line here in a little bit. Y'all can call in and talk your shit. So just give me a bit. We'll open up the Kush line tonight so y'all can call in and speak your pieces. You know what I'm saying? Well, what if they don't do it at their home, Heidi? What if they did it at the donkey's house in the barn when the windows are open and hey, now it's everybody's business. That's public business. When you're outside, it's public business. But my thing is this, man. My thing is this. You have to one, protect yourself at all costs because there's a lot more information about you out there than you would like to believe. Part two is the Kushden number is I'll send it to y'all in just a second because it operates a little bit differently. It operates a little bit differently. My son was a first round draft pick. I tell him, get all the fucking ass you can, bring your own fucking condoms, and don't stay the night. Take your condom with you when you leave. Don't flush that bitch down the toilet. Man, take that bitch with you. When you pull that bitch, take that motherfucker with you. You know what I'm saying? Or only get some throat. But then the bitch will probably try to gag it back up and reuse that shit. So yeah, exactly. Get as much guaranteed money as you can. But my thing is this, man. All I'm saying is, but I mean, why? I mean, eventually he's going to want to have a seed. I mean, when you're a big dog, you're going to want to spread your seed. You want to have, children and things like that. Only reason I don't is because, like I say, I believe hoes are scandalous. I tried to plan out my situation originally. The things went completely awry. And I just don't see myself having kids with anybody else. So that situation is that. And so there will be no little honchos running around. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm going to be, I'm going to just be the only one, the last of a dying breed. It is what it is. So, a lot of people don't plan or don't think ahead. A lot of these hoes, just like you said, they're saying, well, men whisper all kind of stuff and make women feel. Women do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Women do the same fucking shit. They plot and plan. They know how to stroke a man's ego, especially a fucking athlete. I told y'all about who was a Tyrese sitting there. He said he was at the table, asked to use the chick phone, and he seen that her shit. She was Googling his net worth. I'm just saying, man. But I tell you this, I wouldn't even be surprised if they did. Man, I heard a story today. This is completely off topic, but it's about child support actually, so it's on topic. This one will be real funny. Y'all will definitely enjoy this one. Two couples went on a double date, and I'll let y'all guess what state this happened in. Two couples went on a double date. Couple number one ended up having sex. They had a condom. Used the condom. Done deal. Did the do. Other couple wanted to have sex, didn't have a condom. Y'all motherfuckers ain't even let me tell the story. Y'all already guessing the shit. Headband with the first answer, Dominic right behind. Other couple didn't have a condom, so they went with the triple R: reduce, reuse, recycle. They took the other fucking condom, flipped it inside out, which is disgusting. Disgusting. And the fucking dude fucked the chick with the inside out condom. She got pregnant with the other man's kid and tried to sue him for child support. Unfortunately, I don't think they granted it to her because of the situation and how everything turned out, which was fucking disgusting. But this is the kind of people that are out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say what's your like when Shaq does his underwear, we don't want to wash clothes. Flip the script. It's like having two pair. But my thing is, it's a disgusting world we live in. But again, her stupidity, wanting some dick so bad, you don't think that she wasn't stupid enough to realize, like, that's what took place? Like, hey, we can't have sex until they get done. And then I don't have a condom right now. Motherfucker probably never went anywhere and puts on a fucking like, she dumb as shit for fucking, hell no, I've never used a fucking used condom, dog. That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. But what happens if the sperm bank explodes by some radical feminist who doesn't want men to procreate? Shit, I told you, look. I already told you, babe, look, I ain't gonna trip. I get a snip so I don't slip. Like I said, I would never motherfucking me. I'm not, like I said, I don't want none. I'm good. Like, I'm Gucci. Ain't no women fucking convince me of shit at this point. Like, I'm Gucci, dog. Like, I don't want no little honchos. Like, I'd have to have like some type of off the wall midlife crisis, and then I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to fuck around and have a girl, because it's a whole other bag of worms. Yeah, I would get cloned. That's a very interesting topic. You know, we'll talk about that. But my thing is, I said he never used. Yeah, exactly. I ain't using no used condoms. I ain't using no old ones. Shit, sit a late guy. I tell her myself. She already know. I have no problem saying these things. If I say this shit in public, you damn sure know I'm saying it in private. Like, shit, I ain't worried about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, she already got one. I'm good with that. I'll leave my stamp on that one, and then we'll be Gucci. You know what I'm saying? That's something I had to definitely deliberate on when this situation first occurred. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Pee before you have sex if you're pulling out. All right, Rabbit. But like I say, man, it's a check. I mean, we live in America, and it's becoming a shithole because stupid people are allowed to win. Dumb people are allowed to fucking win. And it's very unfortunate, man. It's very fucking unfortunate. So, yeah, hoes are winning, dog. Like I say, we continue to make these fucking laws, these things that allow them to win. You know, look, I watch more from time to time. Actually, I ain't watched more in some years, but I used to. But and you'd see, like I say, it was commonplace to see a woman come on there and have to bring multiple fucking men. Yeah, I slept with you and your brother and your cousin and your daddy. I don't know who's the baby because it looks like all of y'all. And then nobody's the fucking daddy, and they break dancing on fucking stage, and then they fucking, you know, doing all this shit. And this is how you know them hoes be like gambling ass thoughts, because a bitch, instead of saying, you know, like, if you knew, I'm 100% sure that it ain't the fucking daddy. Well, bitch, you, hey, what is you sure? Like, are you unsure? You talking about the deodorant? Like, what were you sure of? Because a bitch get it fucking right, and she start going crazy and twerking on stage. Like, that's probably how you got the motherfucker. Better be careful you end up with another one before you leave the fucking Maury stage. Like, but that's my thing, though. Because here's the deal. You know, all these women talk about men are dogs, men are this, men are that, men are trash. But then they got, you know, a body count. Like I said, I don't care about, you know, what your sexual partners are. Me personally, as long as you know, keep yourself clean. You ain't fucking bird to be up. That ain't my problem. Oh yeah, he looks like, oh man, you ain't lying. That is hilarious. That is so hilarious. Do you see the one where, like, I think it was like a white dude and the baby was definitely mixed. You know what I'm saying? But these bitches always say, oh, men ain't shit, man. Like, how many niggas have you experimented with to find out that ain't no men on earth shit? Like, you know, again, like I said, I talk about in this country, we treat women second class in a multitude of ways because, like I say, I'm about equality, equal opportunity to access. But my thing is, we treat women like they're stupid, like their brains don't work well. And so we have to make all these secondary situations that benefit them if they make stupid decisions. Like if they fuck up, then you know, it is what it is. Oh, steel's working now? Yeah, let me get my salt. Let me get my steel. Let me get my thievery on. I made one, but I got to update. I got to figure out what's wrong with it because it wasn't working. Yeah, it's working now. Okay, good. Damn. So yeah, I made one of my own called Bully. So it's whenever you try to randomly bully somebody, if somebody stands up to you, that was the person you tried to bully, and they you couldn't take their sweets. Houston B, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Good to hear from you. Oh man, that'd have been perfect for the deal. That'd have been perfect for the deal. Probably just told me said that badass cigar. I need to check that out. Charlie Sheen out there living recklessly, spreading AIDS, man. And so that's a whole different situation. But not being able to afford it, then you know you need to show your funding, your sources of income, and be able to prove that you can't afford the price that you're supposed to pay. But I think Charlie Sheen is still getting enough money in the residuals to be able to afford to pay whatever it is that he needs. 8 Ball is tripping. Okay, I'm not blaming the girls for Charlie Sheen. I'm not blaming the girls for Charlie Sheen at all. Let me just say, we'll fire up the old call in. We'll fire up the old call in. Good grief. Oh my God. The number's not up yet, so I'll set up just a second. I got some old secondary stuff going on. Just craziness. This may have to be a little bit of a shorter deal. That's what I'm telling y'all. Boy, I tell you, man. Anyway, so here's the deal. Man, look, don't share your idea. I got an idea for what I'm working on too. Craziness going on in the background. It has nothing to do with that. I gotta lay down the law. Now, I didn't even see you say that. Something like 30% of the porn market is transsexual now and growing fast. No, you know what? I believe it. My old lady was telling me some shit. My old lady was telling me some shit. She be on some little crazy chat thing, and they were talking about it. Wow. Please tell me that ain't real. It says white woman gives birth to a black baby and accuses her husband of having sex with a black girl. Yeah, that's not how it works. That's not how that works. No, not Omegle. It's some shit, some other shit that she fucks with. And so they were in there having talking crazy, but they were saying that fucking it was a tranny prostitute talking about, like, basically, or it was either like a tranny prostitute or something saying that trannies like make more money than regular fucking prostitutes or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some off the wall ass shit. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff, man. Like, police look for the Pope. But like I say, it's a crazy thing going on. Like, it's craziness. Like, I mean, all of the shit is crazy. Like, it's the wildest stuff going on in these days, man. Oh man, that sounds dope. Okay. Oh, a hand-rolled Dominican cigar. Yeah, I might have to go check that out. I like y'all, but I may have to holler at me amigo about that. That sounds like something that I need to check out. Oh yeah. Well, shit. Who else? Who was the other singer? The Bobby Valentino. You know what I mean? Like, shit. Like, when I was doing the affiliate, the adult stuff, like, they promoted the tranny shit hard. Like, they were saying people were making a killing with that shit. I was like, damn. I don't know about all that. Had me thinking about it. Like, do I need to promote this shit? Is that where the money lies? Is that where I'm losing my funding to? But the thing about it is crazy, though. But I guess, hey, you ain't lying. No problem, no worries about having babies. That's why the gays are winning. They ain't spending no money on no. Like, the gays are just going out and making bad decisions and adopting these fucking hetero babies. And fucking, oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting, Heidi. Just make it clap. Clap. But yeah, let's open up the Kush line a bit and see. Let's talk a little shit. We can talk shit for a couple of minutes, then I'm gonna end up having to wrap it up here in a few. I got a couple of things that I got to take care of because shit, nowadays you can't get AIDS no more. They got all these fucking medicines. Like, that's why I say people gonna get just fucking reckless. Like the prep shit 97.9 is always. That's why I stopped following them. Like, they just 97.9. Like, everything. I don't even know, man. Whatever. Like, I'm tolerant of people. Like, but I think there's just like limit. Just like I don't like outrageous, outlandish, fucking flamboyant women. The flamboyant gays are like, excuse me, they're the ones that I'm just like, come on, man. Like, what is the point in that? You know what I mean? Like, why is it this? It's a craving for attention. Again, like, I didn't even know whatchamacallit had I was about to say had AIDS. I didn't even know he was gay. The Reuben guy. And so my deal is like, what's wrong with that dude? Nothing. I have no problem with that dude whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's funny. Let me put the Kush line number up here so you guys can call in. And let's see what's shaking. Where is it at here? Where is it at? Here's the Kush line. If y'all want to call in and spill some sauce on the Kush line, I mean, some sauce on the Kush line. If you wanna, what are we gonna say for the? You wanna blow some smoke on the Kush line? You know, you can call in, and we'll take your call, and we'll accept your thoughts on what's going on with child support. We'll talk about the super aids, and Tow your line. No, they ain't towing my line. They tow their own damn line. My deal with that is like I don't care, but it's just like I don't understand, you know, all these pride festivals and things like that. It's not about pride. It's like a big fucking gay orgy in the fucking streets, though. Like, this shit ain't pride. The shit is some other shit, you know? You prideful about a bunch of public promiscuous sex? All right, we got somebody calling in on the Kush line. Let's see what's shaking. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in on the Kush line? That might be one of those that ain't towing the line. All that giggling and cackling, goddamn it. Look, you go call the Kush line, you got a motherfucking behalf. You say, I already laughed when Michael said was draft day show to me. Like that shit, again, it's all about this agenda. Michael Sam was over there trying to fucking promote himself because he knew he wasn't going to be good enough to stay in the fucking league. He wasn't about him being gay. He had a shot. He had a chance. He got to fucking, you know, if he was good enough, it wouldn't have been an issue. Everybody knew he was blatantly gay. They gave him a shot. He wasn't good enough. And he knew that. And so what he was trying to do was capitalize off all the attention. And he was just trying to blow that shit up so that he could, you know, have a career post football. Who does that? Do you ever see, let me know if you've ever seen a regular, any other football player. I don't ever see them make out with their significant other. It's a hug, it's some claps, and the family hugs them if they're at home, or, you know, they go to the stage or whatever else it is. Never fucking seen that shit. Again, just trying to take advantage of this fucking stupid bullshit. Again, trying to, you know, fulfill an agenda. And it's all craziness, man. It's fucking a bunch of bullshit. It's fucking stupid. And again, like I say, it's really unnecessary. Let's see what we got calling in on the fucking Kush line. Hello, who we got calling in on the Kush line this evening?
Oh, yeah, man. I was just agreeing with you, man, about the child support stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was just saying that most of the times, the money that they have, I mean, it isn't a good way for the kids to benefit, but unfortunately, you know, that ain't the case. You got, you know, females running around doing it on their own. So if there is a way that, you know, money is set aside, like for pretty much actors, like they have it, like money set aside for them until like they're 18 years old, so that kid can mostly benefit from the money that they do have. So that's all pretty much what I wanted to say about it.
I agree, man. Who we got calling in?
Josh.
All right, man. Already, Josh, man. I appreciate you calling in, man, and making your point, man. You're the first official.
One more thing is like even that bro Blake Griffin, like, you know, she get money from Matt Liner, right?
Oh, that's the same chick?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So
you seem better, but I'll hang up, man.
All right, that's a bet, man. I appreciate you calling in, Josh. Man, Josh, the first official call, the first one to blow smoke on the Kush line. I appreciate that, man. So there you go. That negates everything you're talking about. So you telling me she's not an athlete chaser, Heidi? I didn't even know that's the man. Who's the other chick that had two? It's another chick that had like two athletes, I thought. I mean, that's what she's doing, making a career wide. Well, how's she not getting fucking pregnant from fucking? How's she not getting pregnant from regular dudes? What's wrong with a regular guy with a decent job? Because that's not what she wants. She's about the money, and that's what it is. So, yes, that was the inaugural. I don't know who was laughing at first, but that's the inaugural call, the first valid call on the Kush line, man. So that's what's up, man. I appreciate that, Josh. Blake is a simp. Blake's a fucking, look at him. He's a dusty little ginger. You know, he's a dusty big ginger. Wow, that's craziness, dog. That's crazy. I had no fucking idea that was the case. Wow, that's super wild. But what I'm saying is, look, ain't nobody trying to go, you know, hit the Hershey Highway. You know what I mean? All right, hold on, we got somebody else calling in on the Kush line. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got blowing smoke on the Kush line this evening?
What's the motherfucking deal, my friend Eddie?
What's going down?
What's the deal, man? But nah, man, this Kenneth.
What's good, kid? What kind of smoke you want to blow the Kush line, man? What's on your mind, kid? You know, let me know what you're thinking about the child support situation or anything else we talked about.
Nah, I just want to drop a little knowledge on this child support thing. Where like, I feel like child support is called child support for a reason, and I wouldn't have a problem with Black Griffin baby mama or whatever her name is getting that money as long as it was all going to the child. Like, exactly. I feel like there should be like some sort of special card that the expenses can only be spent on shit that the kid needs. You see what I'm saying? So like, you can't go over there and get your hair done with it. You can't spend the money on some damn on some stupid shit like buying a car and shit like that. There should be like a limit to what you can buy with that money. You see what I'm saying? It's either you buy shit that the kid will use or you buy shit for the future of the kid. That's what I feel it should be used, in my personal opinion, because it's child support. You know what I'm saying? It has child in it.
Exactly. Man, I agree, Kenneth, man. Like, I appreciate you calling in. We're going to speak on that, man. I appreciate you calling in, Ken. Absolutely.
Hey, man, one more thing, man.
What's up? What's good?
Hey, man, unblock me on that Sauce Sport account, man.
Man, you been unblocked for like a week, nigga.
Bitch.
You know, punk ass nigga.
Hey, man.
All right. I don't check my Instagram. Look, this dude Kenneth got an Instagram and don't ever check. He's just a DMing ass nigga. I unblocked Kenneth like a couple of days ago. Somebody reached in and vouched for you, Kenneth. I'm not gonna tell you who, but somebody vouched for you, and so I unblocked you like 3 or 4 days ago. So check the goddamn account. Then this nigga was harassing me yesterday about the Kush Den when I posted on the shit on the Instagram, on the Kush Den Instagram, and the motherfucking me at Honcho Instagram. I unblocked this nigga, and I posted on both of these motherfuckers that there would be no Kush Den tonight. Yeah, cause I know he ain't finished reading the book because he ain't finished reading the damn post. God damn it. So my deal is just this: is just that kid read, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got to get them SAT scores up. You better start reading shit. So my deal is this, man. My thing is, look, I agree with that it should be put on a card. And then every month or, you know, every so many months or whatever, you know, you should have to send in some type of filing or whatever it is. And like they do an audit of that card to make sure that all the money that you're spending is going to that child. If all the money is not going, what needs to be taken is the amount of money that is being spent on the child needs to be calculated. And then the child support should be reduced to that amount. Yeah, just like food stamps. Why not? It's basically the same thing. But anyway, here's the deal, y'all. I have to wind it up here. I got to take care of like 3 things real quick, you know, that are a little bit time sensitive. So my thing is this. Let's see what Heidi's what if is. Then we gonna call it a wrap. But and then we'll go up and check it out. And we'll see what Heidi said. You take child support money and invest for you. I would be okay with that. Like, all I feel is this. I have no problem with the amount of money as long as it's going directly to the child. That's my thing. If the kid is going to get the $55 million when he turns 18, cool. I'm with that. But at the same time, there are needs that children are going to have. But that shit should not involve you pulling up in a Mercedes. Your baby don't need to be riding in a fucking Mercedes with Gucci baby seats and all this other shit. Don't need a Gucci Burberry or whatever the hot shit is now bag. You know what I'm saying? And I agree, Cavity. If there was no lick for them to do that, man, pussies would be zzz, niggas wouldn't be getting no ass, no action. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is just that, like I say, that's why I'm opposed to it. That's why I'm not with the shit. It's just because okay, cool. Like I say, it's just like, man, it's tomfoolery, man. It's all tomfoolery. But, you know, if it goes to the children, but that's what I'm saying. This bitch, like, so I mean, as a woman, though, Heidi, you're a hard working woman. You know, once you got your job, you know, you're making more money. Why don't you just, you know, if it's worth the money, why not just go, you know, lay up with a couple of athletes and then go to med school? You be Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why not do that? Phoenix. But like I say, man, it's all wild. It's all crazy stuff, man. It's all crazy shit. But here's the deal. Okay, so if it's not acceptable for you, why is it acceptable for other women to do shit like this? This is what I'm saying. You don't hold people to your own standard. You know what I mean? And so that's all I'm saying. But here's the deal, man. I appreciate everybody who called in on the Kush line. You know, it was active. It was active tonight, the most active ever. Because it's the first time I actually really remembered to to crank it up during the show. We're gonna bring back Man Up this weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or if it's going to be Saturday. I got to holler at him and see what's what. But, you know, we're thinking about maybe doing possibly a viewer's choice. And, you know, kind of let you guys, you know, what's on your mind, things you want to discuss. If not, we had a topic in mind. So I want to know if, J. Bird Banjo is Dickie, ain't that a bitch? So y'all let me know what you think. If y'all would like to do maybe kind of a viewer's choice, so whoever's in the den that evening, we'll just talk about whatever's on your mind. We'll answer questions. You know, we'll take the phone calls and just kind of listen. Or if y'all would prefer a predetermined topic. Because like I say, we're all friends in the den, and we want to make sure it's active and interesting about what you guys want to talk about. Teen pregnancy, that's a very good topic. And just let me know how y'all feel. So if y'all want to do a viewer's choice, you know, drop a little 1 in the chat. If y'all want a predetermined topic, you know, drop a little 2 in the chat, and we'll make that shake. So we'll make that shake, man. Walmart's a pretty good topic. But again, okay. In sales, okay. Jay Dizzle say something predetermined, okay. Because like I said, we have the topic already in mind as to 1.5. God damn it, 335. You just got to throw a 5 in there, don't you? If we want to have a viewer's choice, just kind of take calls, call in, and just kind of talk on whatever you guys call in about or talk about in the chat, or if you guys want to have a predetermined topic, you know. So either way, we'll figure it out. So here's the deal, man. I got to wrap it up because I got to go take care of some stuff. Probably be some mixer action a little bit later. And shit, we'll definitely go from there. I said, but yeah, because everybody's going like it's because you know being gay is much more acceptable. It's not like people don't get oppressed. You don't get beat up in the hallways and shit in high school for all that shit no more. Some motherfuckers ain't even fucking females no more. They dressing like them. So fucking teen pregnancy is way down because of that. They said millennials were actually minimize the rate. So there's that. But here's the deal. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, my friends in the den. I thank y'all. Shout out to Joshua. Shout out to Ken for calling in, even though Ken don't like to read. It is PlayStation. Yeah, that is true, too. Motherfuckers rather play video games and get some ass. I don't know. Okay. More for me if I was a single man. But with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I appreciate y'all calling in, blowing smoke on the Kush line. Probably be in a mixer maybe 20, 30 minutes or so. Just got to take care of a few small things. But with that being said, we're chugging up the deuce. And, you know, says everyone give credit to everyone, everything else but the damn teenagers. But what's up, Ruben? Good to see you, man. Like I say, we chugging up the deuce, and we out. Adios, amigos. I'm going to politely escort you out the den. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see the mixer crew in the mixer. We'll be talking shit, and Shaq Kush will be there. Hopefully he don't shoot me.